Hey world, it's Tobo. It's November 10th, 2012, and welcome to Let's Play SpyParty, one of the most unique, interesting, and quite frankly stressful games I've ever played. Now the idea behind SpyParty is quite simple. The spy has infiltrated a classy, high society party and must perform various missions while he's there. The sniper must figure out who the spy is and shoot him. Well, that's SpyParty on its most basic level. Let me show you how it all works. So here we are as the spy, this dashing young man with the green arrow over his head. And as you can see from the top left corner, we've got some things to get done. Let's start with the basics. First order of business is the ambassador, so a purple arrow by the bookshelf there. Now, we have to plant a bug on him. The way we're going to do that is by walking up next to him and patting him on the ass. This is one of the most common missions a spy will do because of how difficult it is for the sniper to notice. All you have to do is walk up to him, either standing still or in a conversation, and reach over, and there you go. Next order of business, contacting the double agent. The nice man with the yellow arrow. This is the other most common spy mission because all you have to do is walk up to him while he's in a conversation and deliver the secret passphrase. Alright, time to show off the action test mechanic. Now when you do most spy-specific actions, like contacting the double agent for example, you'll get this bar that shows up in the middle of the screen with a sliding white doohickey on it. Press the action button again when the doohickey's in the green zone, and you've just done a good action test. If you get it right on the line, whatever you're doing will become a lot more difficult to notice.
And the end of red.
If I got the green test in this case, I never would have even played the talking animation. You can also do a fake banana bread when you're in a conversation with someone. It's usually a bad idea, but it certainly has its uses. Next on the list is swap statue. Here's where things get kinda tricky. To get away with this one, you're going to want to wait till there are a lot of people in front of the statues to use as cover. After that, just pick one up and make the swap. Now if I gotten a green test on that one, the statue never would have swapped until someone else walked along and picked it up. That can be great for throwing the sniper off the trail. The last of the basic missions is transfer microfilm. This is probably the most difficult mission in the game, but there are two ways to do it. The first way is to go grab a book and get the microfilm from it, and then hide the microfilm in a book from another bookshelf. The green test here just makes the animation harder to spot. The other way you can do it is to just grab a book from one bookshelf and walk it over to the other bookshelf. But these last two missions are difficult for very strange reasons. Now for inspect statues, there's actually no way for the sniper to tell if a statue is being inspected, but anyone who spends any length of time at the statues immediately becomes a suspect. Now I got all green tests on these inspect, so it went pretty quickly, but it'll take a lot longer if you're not acing it. And now we're at our last mission, seduce target. Now this mission gives the sniper nothing to work with, but on the downside, it takes a long time to do, so the spy has to end up rushing around a little bit. All you've actually got to do though is snuggle up to him while he's doing something like hanging out of the bookshelf, or get in a conversation with him and chat it up. Do that enough times, and you got him. Now, that is Spy in a nutshell. You can also check your watch at the window to add more time, but that can be very dangerous. Let's go see what the sniper's up to. Alright, so to show off sniper, I'm gonna do this for real. Now normally I do a lot of highlighting people who go to the statues, because that's how you find people who inspect statues. But he's not doing inspect statues. In this game type, the spy's got 4 missions to do, with one extra mission added in to throw me off. That one he's not actually doing, it's just there to confuse me. Now I know I'm likely not going to notice Bug Ambassador or Seduce Target, so I'm really just going to be looking at these 3. Contact Double Agent, Transfer Microfilm, or Swap Statue. Alright, first things first, let's memorize the order of these statues. We've got big, medium, big on this side, and 3 big in the back. Next up, Low-light everyone with an arrow over their head by right-clicking on them because they're definitely not spies, as well as the security guard and the waiter. The reason we memorize the statues is so we know if someone tries to swap them. Now right now I'm looking at the bookshelves, particularly the blue one, because there seem to be a lot of people there. I'm gonna have a look around, see if anyone's gonna do the microfilm, but it doesn't look like they are. I tend to spend quite a bit of time looking at the bookshelves. Probably far more than I should, but I'm still pretty new at this game, so finding the other tells can be quite difficult. There's nobody at the statues though, so I'm just trying to get an angle so I can see the hands of both the people at the bookshelves. I'm starting to look at the ambassador quite heavily now. I really should have been keeping my eyes on him before, but quite frankly, I just wasn't. There's still nobody at the statues either, so I'm really just splitting my focus between the banana bread. Alright, low-light everybody outside of conversations. They can't banana bread unless they're in one. I made a bit of a mistake here because I thought the other suspected double agent was walking when the banana bread went off. Turns out he wasn't. But, since I thought he was, I highlighted the 3 people in this conversation because that's where the other suspected double agent was. I'm looping around here so we can get a better look at the book party at the blue shelf. I've also got a pretty good view of the ambassador from here, but no one looks like they're going to him. Right now, I'm splitting my focus between both shelves because there's only one at each. There's still no one at the statue, so I may as well keep my eye on this blue shelf. And there it is.